Hey guys, this is Voltage, and welcome back to Rise of the Assyrian Phoenix. Last episode, the Shahanshah refused my demand that he allow me to become independent again, so this episode I will be forcibly becoming independent from the Sassanid Empire again. Let's get started on that end. So first, route my troops around Sisyphon, because I don't want the Emperor raising troops there. No, I am not giving you titles. I need my current titles. Also to appoint new commanders. Hey, a Zoroastrian uprising. That's great timing. Apparently these Zoroastrians don't want to be living under a newly liberated Assyrian pagan state. Also, somewhat amusingly, Assyrian moral authority goes up due to me being in rebellion. Oh. I have a genius grandchild. That's convenient. If he comes of age before I die, I might have to land him and nominate him as my heir. Crush these Zoroastrian rebels, because so far the Shahanshah has made no moves to try to stop my independence movement, so I should just crush the Zoroastrian rebels that rose up in my territory. And that should be easy because their army has a peasant rebel composition, so yeah, they are not a threat when I have this high of a margin of advantage over them in terms of numbers. Enforced demands, this Zoroastrian uprising is over. Also, you don't have anything useful about you, so... Wait, I can't execute you because I'm at war, so I'll just throw you in the deep part of the dungeon that's a name I can't pronounce. I think it's Oublié? But I'm not sure about that, so whatever. Get in my dungeon. I currently have the Shahanshah badly outgunned, so this is literally a matter of just sit here and wait for independence. Like, I don't think there's any way he could possibly fight me off. Also, with the amount of gold I have, I can hire mercenaries on top of that. And just to really drive that point home, I think it would be a good idea to siege down the Imperial Palace, which is awkwardly right in the middle of rebel territory, due to the way I've been conquering things. Hey look, soldiers. Skill there. Yes, regaining my independence will re-enable use of Holy War Casus Belli, and will also get the Shahanshah to stop randomly converting my subjects away from my religion. Which is bad for kind of obvious reasons. Apparently my spy master was caught studying technology in Constantinople. Time to send the new spy master to study technology in Constantinople. Who are you attacking now? Medina? And Medina is winning. How is that happening? That makes no sense. Well, whatever. Always great when peasants don't want to pay taxes, especially when they're Assyrian peasants. Though at the moment, the people in Assur are technically Zoroastrian, so whatever. Also, I should actually fix that while I'm independent and have moral authority. So I'm going to send my diviner to sit in my capital and convert the province back to Assyrian paganism. Acknowledge the bastard's parentage, but that one I don't really see a reason to legitimize. And might as well start upgrading my Demesne a bit. Because sieging down the Persian imperial capital, despite it being in a location that makes it completely and utterly vulnerable to my army, takes a while. How long until I can start re-educating you to become Assyrian? I don't particularly like having vassals over Baron level that aren't following my religion. As that causes stability problems. And the Persian Imperial Palace has fallen to my army. And I captured some random peasant. Throw her in the spiky pit. A weak claim I can press. Whatever, not pressing that. Hey, I captured your wife. Hello, I'm taking your incest wife as a... Yeah, that is your... I'm taking your wife as a concubine. Screw you. So not only am I going to get my independence, I'm also getting your wife. Which should rob you of the divine marriage positive opinion modifier you have with your vassals. Though that is a relatively minor opinion now. Bonus. Depriving you of it is still good for me. And continue sending soldiers to fight off the Sassanid troops that march into my rightfully independent territory. Because, in all seriousness, the Persian Empire has no chance at all of maintaining a grip on me. Considering I already broke free once and only swore fealty again for political advantage, and I'm more militarily powerful now than I was then. Sassanid Persia is quickly getting usurped by an Assyrian pagan state as the true power in this region. Why do I have justification to throw one of my sons in prison? Oh, that's why. Whatever. I don't really care. Murder isn't a problem, as long as it's not murdering me. And I've gotten the Shahanshah's former wife, who is now my concubine, pregnant. Wonderful. Has the Shahanshah remarried in the wake of me doing that? No, but he has betrothed himself to a 15-year-old genius girl. But I don't think she'll give him the divine marriage opinion bonus with his vassals. So, in that regard, I kinda screwed him over. Sure, you can be marshal. Even though I think in a previous episode I decided I didn't want you to be marshal, so that you don't maim yourself training troops. At this point, I don't really care. And I have another bastard son. Acknowledge. And I now have 100% war score. Satrapy of Assuristan. Okay, now march these back into friendly territory so I can dismiss them. And unfortunately, I now have a truce with the Shahanshah. But I am also free to do whatever I want in terms of holy wars. So, actually, I think it would be prudent for me to truce break and immediately declare holy war on the Shahanshah, who now has 14,000 men because I've truce broken against him and he's now got defending versus infidels. So he now has me outnumbered, but I really don't care. whole point of me becoming independent was so I could do that. Also, I have enough gold that I should just be able to hire mercenaries to make up the difference. And also, his capital won't have recovered from me sieging it. In terms of garrison. So it's good for striking at Sisyphon now. And I believe if I win this war, which is a long shot considering I am outnumbered by the person I'm attacking, but I still think I can pull it off. I think I will have all of the territories I need in order to restore Assyria. I just have to be very conservative in picking battles that I engage with the Shahanshah in. Ah, you're too old to be a concubine now. I'm going to take this 18-year-old Sassanid princess as a concubine. Do I have anyone else that might be advantageous to do that to in my prison? Oh, you can be released from prison. And you can just stay in here. But I just replaced one of my infertile concubines with a Sassanid princess. So, that's great. I will say I am mildly concerned by the lack of a Sassanid response to me declaring a truce-violating holy war against them that will siege and conquer their capital if they lose. Are they fighting other wars as well? Oh, yes they are. Offensive ones. And they seem to be prioritizing the offensive ones. Well, I guess that's a good thing for me. Hey, there's a stack of Sassanid troops. Time to destroy them. I am not lowering taxes. And march back into the Sassanid Empire's capital province, which is idiotically placed right in the middle of my territory. Looks like my allies are actually lifting their weight in the attack. They might take some land for me. Which is amusing, considering they're literally attacking Sassanid territory with a little 2K stack. And yet their siege seems to be going quite nicely for them. So that's good. Amusing that I have a Jewish countess helping me. Though I don't quite understand how I ended up allied with her in the... crap. Then again, they have no morale, and only like a 500-man advantage against me. And they'll be crossing a river to get there. So if I'm careful with my commanders, that really shouldn't be a problem. Okay, you. I need you to lead soldiers, because Holy Warrior is incredibly useful. I mean, look at this. That is an amazing combat modifier. Then you for morale damage. I should not lead troops because I'm Craven. At least not in battle. And you. Okay, let's try this. Hopefully it works. Though they are being stupid and trying to charge at me with, like, no morale. Over a river. And it looks like it's worked! Victory! And I would rather chase them and actually, why can't I lead my own soldiers? I am apparently leading soldiers in Kirkuk somehow? What? I am leading enemy... Oh, frick. But I want my organizer trait. Dang it! Well, that just sucks. I was hoping I could beat the guys I'm routing over to where they're being routed to. You, go meet up with allies. Or actually, might be more prudent to hire mercenaries, and how many more men can I get by clicking that button? Not enough that it's worth it, because dismissing troops with that stack there probably isn't in my best interest. I need a decent amount of soldiers with a good composition. But I can't risk running out of money, which is the sucky part here. I'll hire the Magyar company. That's relatively cheap. And should give me enough soldiers for my purposes. Hungarian mercenaries. Though I suppose calling them Hungarian at this point in history isn't really accurate. Or would it be? No, I'm honestly not sure. Well, whatever. Hello, I outnumber you by a large margin. Please get out of that occupied land. Now. Hi, I'm chasing you. Prepare to die. Hello, I'm taking attrition, so reckless assault. Where did this come from? Like, what? Where did this come from? Turkestan. Where did you come from? Ah! Stupid steppe nomads. You're not supposed to convert to Persian religions. Like, seriously, what the heck? And how did you even get called in? I mean, I understand that with a holy war, nearby people of the same religion can supposedly get called in, but this is Turkestan. This is the area I'm attacking. I don't think they're exactly close. Okay, I'm going to have to back off just because of this. Like, I can't deal with that 22k stack. I was seriously winning there until that happened, but I can't deal with that stack. Like, there's no reasonable way for me to do that. And with that, I think this might be a good place to call the episode.